Hello everyone, welcome to Rebounds. In this video, I'm going to talk about the political consulting careers. I'm going to talk about the 5 top firms and 7 pathways which are especially meant for UPSC aspirants to get into political consulting careers. Political consulting is a domain which is growing exponentially, and most importantly, this is an area where UPSC aspirants are especially preferred because of the skills, because of the knowledge you bring to the table. And the salaries here are also a little higher compared to the average salaries in other sectors. So this is certainly an area which can be explored by UPSC aspirants. So without much ado, let's start. So first firm which can be explored is Nation with Namo. So Nation with Namo again has multiple pathways. One of the very important pathway is ILP UPSC, Experience Impact Leadership Program UPSC. This is a pathway which has been started by Nation with Namo to specially hire ex-UPSC aspirants who are from the tier 1 colleges who have done their bachelor's degree in any domain, be it engineering, law, medical, or let's say political science, economics, mass comm, whatever it is from a tier 1 college. They should have at least qualified one UPSC prelims exam and their age should be less than 27 years. If you meet these criteria, then you are eligible for ILP UPSC opportunity by Nation with Namo. Here, the salary range is above 20 LPA. So this is an area where they are hiring, even the fresher candidate, no work ex needed, directly as senior associate at very, very good salaries. In the past, many candidates, around 4 candidates from Rebounds converted this role at National with Namo. Here, the location is pan-India. Initially, you are trained and based on the different projects, you are allocated locations, including, the metro cities, Delhi and other locations, and also the smaller ones. The hiring timeline is typically from November to February. So here, they hire the candidates in multiple batches. So every year, they'll be hiring under this one. Now, the job is posted on the Nation with Namo website. So you can visit that, or it is also posted in the Telegram community of Rebounds. Okay, I'll share the link of it in our Telegram and WhatsApp community. We share all these opportunities. You can join that as well to know all these opportunities. Second pathway for Nation with Namo is the state specific projects pathway. So if there are any state specific projects which they are doing, they'll be hiring candidates for those projects. So the designation will be an associate, senior associate, or manager, depending on the work experience you have. So work experience required is 0 to 6 years. So for associate, it can be 0 to 2, here for 2 to 4, or 2 to 5, here it can be more than 5. Okay. The role can be in political strategy, can be in campaign specialist or governance. Currently, as we are making this video, so the roles related to governance, to political strategy are open. So you have a lot of openings at Nation with Namo currently. You can certainly explore those opportunities. Eligibility again is just a bachelor's degree from any domain. And you also do not necessarily require any work experience. The salary range here is also good. Here you get salaries in the range of 6 to 18 LPA based on the role you are applying for. So maybe for associate, it can be from 6 to 9 and accordingly for the other roles. The location is pan India. It depends on for which state they are hiring. Again, there are 2 types of roles here. When they are hiring, they could be hiring for any state or they might be hiring at the national level projects. So if they are hiring for a national level project, the location will be Delhi. Okay. And the hiring timeline is round the year, depending on the demand. Just like I was saying that currently they are hiring, in fact, for all these 3 roles. So you can explore this. From where should you explore? Job is posted on number 1, imjobs.com. Job is also posted on LinkedIn Jobs. And obviously in our community handles. So you can explore all these places to know about the opportunities in it. Another organization which is Inclusive Mind, just like Nation with Namo, which work especially for BJP. The Inclusive Mind is an organization which is working specially for Indian National Congress. Here, one the very well-known pathway is the Nehru Fellowship. Via Nehru Fellowship, they hire candidates again at an entry-level position. The eligibility is a bachelor's degree. No work is required. The salary range is typically last time when they were hiring, it was 75,000 rupees per month. Location is pan India, and the hiring timeline is usually from February to March every year. Okay. The job is posted on Inclusive Minds LinkedIn page and also on their website, and obviously in our community handles. The great thing here is, let's say one of the candidate at Rebounds in the past appeared for its interview. He was an ex-UPSC aspirant. During the interview, they felt that no, you bring a lot of skills, and maybe we can should be hiring you on a full-time role instead of this Nehru Fellowship, which is for 1 year. So they directly offered a full-time role. They took one more interview, offered a full-time role, and offered higher salaries compared to this. Okay, this is a great opportunity. You'll find a lot of UPSC aspirants in this role. Another is the state-specific roles for which Inclusive Minds keep on hiring. Just as an example, as we are talking currently, it is hiring for Assam. It was also hiring for Kerala and few other states. Okay, so the designation again is like associate, consultant, manager. Like here you can see they are hiring political strategy consultant. So the role can be political strategy, campaign specialist, social media, whatever. So depending on your own skills, your own interest, you can explore. The eligibility is bachelor's degree, work experience again 0 to 6 years based on for which role you are applying. Salary is 6 to 18 LPA. Location is pan India depending on for which state they are hiring currently. Later, when you are hired by these organizations, so it's not like for one state only you will remain in one state. Later, based on the demand, you can be moved to some other state. So this is also a good opportunity to travel across the country and work there, explore the diversity of the country. Hiring timeline again round the year depending on the demand. It is posted on Inclusive Minds LinkedIn page and LinkedIn jobs section. Apart from our community handles, which is Telegram, which is WhatsApp, and even our LinkedIn page, right? Okay. I will put the link of all this in the description of this video and also in the pin the first comment for the same. Feel free to join from there. Then we have Vah Analytics, again a good organization working in political consulting space. This is an organization working especially for BJP. Now pathway is again there they have two type of roles: national level roles and state level roles. So broadly two pathways. Designation again analyst, associate, consultant, manager. Now role here what is important is they have very important role which is of legislative researcher, where you will be working at the intersection of policy and politics. So if you are someone who is interested in both the areas, maybe this is the best role for you. Similarly, political strategist, campaign specialist. Eligibility again, bachelor's or master's degree, depending on for which role they are hiring. The work experience 0 to 6 years, depending on it varies based on the role. Salary is again roughly 6 to 18 LP only. Location is pan India. Hiring timeline is round the year. They keep on hiring. Now, as an example, very recently they were hiring, for this role, which was of political analyst or manager for Kerala. So job posted on Vah Analytics LinkedIn page, LinkedIn job section, and imjobs.com. Again, you can explore this. This is a good organization, and they are also doing a fantastic work in the space of political consulting. Another organization, IPAC, they also have, again, usually one pathway, which is the state-specific roles. Similar to the earlier one, the roles are analyst, associate, consultant, manager. Domain can be campaign manager, communication specialist. Most of the time, they hire for campaign manager type of role. Even the political strategy work is done by the campaign manager. Here, bachelor's degree varies 0 to 5 years, varies on from which role you are hired. You are being hired. Salary range can be 6 to 18 LPA pan India around the year, depending on the demand. Here, the job is posted on LinkedIn Jobs, on imjobs.com, on platforms like Indeed, Glassdoor, Simply Hired, and some other platforms. Okay. So as an example, when I made this video, digital communications and network specialist was the role for which they were hiring for West Bengal 3 days ago. Okay. And then another organization, which is Jansuraj. Jansuraj has something called Jansuraj Fellowship, under which they have hired a lot of ex-UPSC aspirant in their political consulting roles. This is an organization which is started by Prashant Kishore. Here the role will be of Jansuraj Fellow. They are doing good work, revolutionary work in Bihar. Eligibility is the bachelor's degree. Work experience again not mandatory. right? And the salary here is they provide 50,000 rupees per month. Location is Bihar. Now, but this is a fellowship. This is of limited duration role. Unlike the role at Varahe, which is full time. Unlike the UPSC role at Nation with Namo, which is full time. Okay. We in the past also collaborated with various political consulting firms to, again, help the UPSC aspirants get placed. So in case you are looking for that kind of support, you can explore our programs. You can find, link of them in the description of this video. Now, job is posted on LinkedIn page of PAPAP HR and Jansuraj website. Okay. Now, if you benefited from these opportunities, I would request you to please like this video. Your support act as, fuel to the vision of rebounds. Okay. And you can also give the suggestions in the comments about on which topic we should make the next video. Now, how can a UPSC aspirant, a fresher UPSC aspirant get into these roles? First, the upskilling. Learn the right skills which are required to get into political consulting roles. Second is build your portfolio. So in your resume, you should at least have something which you can write. So those are relevant projects, volunteerships, internship, which you can mention in your resume. Then build a good resume. Have a bulletproof resume and a compelling cover letter. And then you should be prepared for the interviews in advance. Interviews may involve case interview, it may involve guesstimates, it may involve general discussion, general political knowledge, good political acumen. So be prepared for the interviews in advance and stay updated with the recent happenings, right? And then whenever an opportunity is out there in the market, just go ahead and apply. Apply as soon as possible. Now, Excel, the take-home assignment, they may provide you some kind of assignment, and then you should be prepared for interviews in advance that you can excel it here. You typically do not get a lot of time after getting the shortlist. So there is the time gap between getting the shortlist and your interview scheduling is very less. So ensure that you are prepared for interview in advance to ace it. Okay. If you have any other question, please feel free to write in the comment box. If you liked it, please, like, comment, and share. Your support is the fuel to the vision of rebounds. Thank you. Have a nice day.